Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky met with President Trump's special envoy in Ukraine today, but Ukraine says the U.S. canceled a planned joint news conference.
President Trump intent on reframing the war in Ukraine. After falsely blaming Ukrainian President Zelensky for the Russian invasion, Trump now labeling the U.S. ally a dictator.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left.
But Trump using no such label for Russian President Putin, who has targeted his political opponents and overseen Russian elections widely criticized as neither free nor fair. Zelensky, the former comedian turned wartime president, won by a landslide in 2019. He's polling over 50%, but has been unable under the Ukrainian constitution to hold elections while the war rages on and the country remains under martial law. Zelensky accusing Trump of spreading Russian disinformation and Kremlin talking points. Saying President Trump unfortunately lives in this disinformation space. Trump's comments sending shockwaves through Europe. The German chancellor saying it is simply wrong and dangerous to deny President Zelensky democratic legitimacy. The intense public back and forth began when Trump falsely claimed that Ukraine started the war. But it was Putin that invaded Ukraine 3 years ago, Russian troops storming across the border. Trump's former Vice President Mike Pence trying to set the record straight, saying, Mr. President, Ukraine did not start this war. Russia launched an unprovoked and brutal invasion, claiming hundreds of thousands of lives. The road to peace must be built on the truth. All this coming as Trump has been excluding Ukraine from negotiations to end the war. Putin relishing the reopening of relations between the U.S. and Russia after a 5-hour meeting between senior Russian and American officials without any Ukrainian representation. Putin praising Trump, saying the talks have gone well and that he would like to meet with the American president. But back in Washington, some Republicans aren't so welcoming of this new thaw in relations, though most have stopped short of directly criticizing Trump.
Vladimir Putin is a gangster. He's a gangster with a black heart. He makes Jeffrey Dahmer look like Mother Teresa.
Democrats are sounding the alarm.
It's a really disturbing day because it will have impacts on international security and on the security of the United States, full stop.